Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is page 212 of Tafsīr al-Jalālayn. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. واذكر يوم نحشرهم أي الخلق جميعا ثم نقول للذين أشركوا مكانكم نصب بإلزموا مقدرا. أنتم تأكيد للضمير المستتر في الفعل المقدر ليعطف عليه وشركاؤكم أي الأصنام. And mention the day we gather them, meaning the creation, جميعا, all together, meaning gather all of the creation. Then we say to those who associated partners with Allah, مكانكم, your place. نصب بإلزموا مقدرا. Why is مكانكم mansub? Because of an implied fi'l being إلزموا. إلزموا is a fi'l amr, meaning stay or remain or stick to your place. إلزموا مكانكم, stay in your place. مقدرا, اسم مفعول from قدر, meaning to imply. مقدرا, something implied. So مكانكم is in the accusative case because of an implied imperative verb إلزموا, remain or stick to. أنتم تأكيد للضمير. You all is an emphasis for the hidden pronoun in the implied verb. So this إلزموا has an أنتم in it as a ضمير مستتر. You all remain. And when you say أنتم after it, this serves as an emphasis for the إلزموا, because the إلزموا will always have that internal pronoun, and so having a pronoun outside is going to be a reiteration of that and an emphasis of that built-in pronoun. Now, why is it made external to the verb? So that وَشُرَكَاؤُكُمْ can be conjoined to it, so that وَشُرَكَاؤُكُمْ has something to attach to. In other words, you can't say إِلْزَمُوا وَشُرَكَاؤُكُمْ, remain and your associates. Just as in the other verse, Allah tells Adam, أُسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ الْجَنَّةِ, abide or reside, you and your spouse. أُسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ. It can't be أُسْكُنْ وَزَوْجُكَ. You have to have the tawkid there in order to have the conjunction and in order to bring someone else under the command. So remain in your place, you and your associates, shuraka, plural of sharik, ay al-asnam, meaning the idols. فَزَيَّلْنَا مَيَّزْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ وَبَيْنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كَمَا فِي آيَةِ وَامْتَازُوا الْيَوْمَ أَيُّهَا الْمُجْرِمُونَ. So we separated between them and the believers. Zayyala means to separate, mayyaza to distinguish or to discriminate, as in the verse of, and be distinct today, O criminals. Mayyaztuhu famtaza. Mayyaza yumayyizu is to distinguish. Imtaza yamtazu, from the same root, form 8, means to be distinguished. So be distinguished, be set apart today, O criminals. The fi ayati, this is mudaf to the quotation, hence why it is not taking a tanween. وَقَالَ لَهُمْ شُرَكَاؤُكُمْ مَا كُنْتُمْ إِيَّانَا تَعْبُدُونَ مَا نَافِيَةٌ وَقُدِّمَ المفعول للفاصلة. And their associates said to them, you all did not used to worship us. You all did not used to worship us. مَا كُنْتُمْ إِيَّانَا تَعْبُدُونَ. Ma here is a simple negation as opposed to istifham or mawsula or something else like that. وَقُدِّمَ الْمَفْعُولِ, the object was brought forward. It was fronted. In other words, this iyana is the first person plural pronoun in the accusative case, serving as the object of ta'budun. You all did not used to worship us. Usually, this pronoun will be attached to the end of the fi'l. ما كنتم تعبدوننا. ما كنتم تعبدوننا. However, here it was brought forward and it was given iya as the seat for it to sit on. Now, why is that? للفاصلة. Al-fasila is the ending of each verse. The ending of each verse is a fasila. It's a breaking point. And if we observe the verse prior to this and after this, the endings are all una or ina. And so were the verse to read ta'budunana, then the ending of this verse would be dissimilar from the endings of the other verses. By bringing the object of the verb in front, you retain the una ending for the endings of the verses to be similar to each other. فَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكُمْ إِن مُخَفَّفَةٌ أي إِنَّا كُنَّا عَنْ عِبَادَتِكُمْ لَغَافِلِينَ. So Allah suffices as a witness between us and you. In is made light. Mukhaffafa is a maf'ul of khaffafa, meaning to make light. Mukhaffafa is a thing made light. It's made light from the version that has a shadda. In, meaning indeed, we. Inna, indeed we, used to be ignorant or unknowing of your worship. We used to be unknowing of your worship. هنالك أي ذلك اليوم تبلو من البلوى وفي قراءة بتاءين من التلاوة كل نفس ما أسلفت قدمت من العمل. There, meaning that day, every soul will experience من البلوى. Bala yablu often means to test or to put to a trial. But it can also mean to experience. So every soul will experience what it put forward, meaning what it advanced, what it put forward. Aslafa can mean like an advanced payment or a forward payment. What it put forward in terms of its deeds, min al-amal, of action, what it put forward of action. And in another qira'ah, with two tas. So in other words, instead of tabalu, we have tatlu. Talayatlu means to recite, tilawa. So they will recite what they put forward. وَرُدُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ مَوْلَاهُمُ الْحَقِّ الثَّابِتِ الدَّائِمِ. and they are returned to Allah, their true master. Al-Haq serving as a sifa for Mawla, or perhaps their master, the real, as giving another name of Allah, because Al-Haq is one of the names of Allah. So either their true master or to Allah, their master, the real. Al-Thabiti Al-Da'imi. These are serving as an explanation for Al-Haq. Al-Thabit is the fixed, the established. Al-Da'im, the perpetual or the everlasting. وَضَلَّ غَابَ عَنْهُمْ مَا كَانُوا يَفْتَرُونَ عَلَيْهِ مِنَ الشُّرَكَاءِ. And what they used to invent, what they used to fabricate against him, meaning against Allah, of associates, is lost from them. In other words, has failed them. ضَلَّ means to go astray. غَابَ عَنْهُمْ, in other words, what they used to fabricate is absent from them. غَابَ عَنْهُمْ is absent from them, has gone astray from them, or has failed them. قُلْ لَهُمْ مَنْ يَرْزُقُكُمْ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ بِالْمَطَرِ وَالْأَرْضِ بِالنَّبَاتِ. Say to them, who provides you from the sky through rain and the earth through plants or vegetation? أَمَّنْ يَمْلِكُ السَّمْعَ بِمَعْنَى الْأَسْمَاعِ أي خَلْقَهَا وَالْأَبْصَارَ. Or who owns or has sovereign dominion over hearing, in the meaning of faculties of hearing, meaning their creation, خَلْقَهَا خَلْقَ الْأَسْمَاء, the creation of faculties of hearing, وَالْأَبْصَار, and faculties of sight. The difference between sama and asma is one of singularity and plurality. Asma is the plural of sama. And so yamliku sama here does not refer to Allah's possession of hearing in the sense of he is as-sami', the all-hearing. Rather, he is the one who has dominion over the faculties of hearing in his creation, meaning he has dominion over their creation, the creation of these faculties. وَمَنْ يُخْرِجُ الْحَيَّ مِنَ الْمَيْتِ وَيُخْرِجُ الْمَيْتَ مِنَ الْحَيِّ. And who brings out the living from the dead and brings out the dead from the living. أخرج يخرج is what we have here. This is form 4. Now form 1, خرج يخرج, means to exit. Form 4, أخرج يخرج, means to make exit or to make leave or to bring out or to extract. وَمَنْ يُدَبِّرُ الْأَمْرَ بَيْنَ الْخَلَائِقِ. And who orchestrates or manages the affair between the creations. خلائق is plural. It is مضاف إليه to بين, and it is majrur with a kasra, because although it follows a pattern that would be mamnu' min as-sarf, it has alif lam, and therefore it can take a kasra. فَسَيَقُولُونَ هُوَ اللَّهُ. So they will say, He is Allah. فَقُلْ لَهُمْ أَفَلَا تَتَّقُونَهُ فَتُؤْمِنُونَ. So say to them, then will you all not beware him, or will you all not fear him, so you all will believe? Or will you all not fear him and so believe? فَذَلِكُمُ الْفَاعِلُ لِهَذِهِ الْأَشْيَاءِ Allahu rabbukumul haqqu athabitu. Then that agent, ذلكم الفاعل لهذه الأشياء, that agent of these things is Allah, your Lord, the real, or your true Lord. Al-Haq means athabit, athabit means established or fixed. فماذا بعد الحق إلا الضلال. استفهام تقرير، أي ليس بعده غيره، فمن أخطأ الحق وهو عبادة الله وقع في الضلال. And so what is after the truth except for misguidance? This is a rhetorical question, a question to confirm something. In other words, to confirm the content of the question, which in this case is the confirmation of a negation, meaning there is not after it, meaning after the truth, other than it, other than the truth. So once you've gone beyond the truth, there is nothing else. And so whoever misses the truth, or misses the mark of the truth, which is the worship of Allah, whoever misses that truth falls into misguidance. فأنا كيف تصرفون عن الإيمان مع قيام البرهان. So how, meaning how, فأنا and كيف both mean how. تصرفون is مبني للمجهول, to be diverted. So how are you all diverted from belief despite the standing of proof, but despite the establishment of proof? كذلك كما صرف هؤلاء عن الإيمان حقت كلمة ربك على الذين فسقوا كفروا وهي لأملأن جهنم. الآية أو هي أنهم لا يؤمنون. Like that, or just as these were diverted from belief, thus the word of your Lord is true, or is binding upon those who deviate, or are corrupt, or misguided, meaning those who disbelieve. And it is, meaning the word of your Lord that is true and binding upon those who deviate, is the verse, لَأَمْلَأَنَّ جَهَنَّمَ. I will indeed fill Jahannam. This noon is noon of emphasis. Amla'u, I will fill. La'amla'anna, I will indeed fill Jahannam. So the kalima could be a reference to this verse, or it is, meaning, or the word is annahum la yu'minun, that they will not believe. So the word here that is binding is either a reference to another verse or a reference to this last part. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This video is part of the Guided Reading Project, an initiative of the Ḥikmah Center for Reading, Dialectic, and Philosophy, and is made possible through your support. If you'd like to see more resources like this one, dedicated to helping students of knowledge succeed in their courses of study in Arabic and Islamic sciences, please see the video description below for details on how to contribute. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.